date over here?
89.
It says the work was commenced on the 25th of April 1889. My question to all of y'all is, what happened from 1884 to 1889?
A
What
lot
happened?
of planning.
A lot of talking.
No money.
Anybody? Okay. So you know you're in the BMC building. अब थोड़ा politics तो बनता है ना? हाँ? तो उस time पे भी थोड़ा politics ही हुआ था. And I'll tell you what the politics was all about. Now, here's this gentleman. His name is Robert Chisholm. He was a very famous architect of his time in England at that point in time. Now, when the government decided to build this building, they actually had a competition in England. And they said that, well, the best design would then obviously get awarded and the best design be sent to Bombay for. His designs were approved. Okay, and I'll show you his design. These were the original designs by Robert Chisholm. I'll show you some more designs. Okay. These are the original designs by Robert Chisholm for this building, okay, which won that competition. Now, when these designs came here to Bombay, the powers to be over here said that, well, this building looks very Indian. Now, keep in mind that they are trying to build London over here. And here's a gentleman from London who sent them a design of an Indian building. Right? So, obviously, they weren't very happy about it. But this gentleman had won, so now what do you going to tell him? So, they used a little trick in the book to disqualify him. Okay? And the trick they used was, they said that you have underquoted your price. And therefore, we are disqualifying you. And his designs were then disqualified and the contract was given to F.W. Stevens, who then built this building. But his designs didn't go waste, okay? And they were used here. I will show you a building. Yeah. The designs that Robert Chisholm submitted for the BMC building were then used here.
CSC station?
No. CSC, I just said it's F.W. Stevens. Okay. This is the Lakshmi Vilas Palace in Baroda.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay. And the Maharaja of Baroda then took over the design and then used them. Right? Now, turn around again. There's another name, an Indian name which says Rao Sahib Sitaram Khanderao. Right? Rao Sahib Sitaram Khanderao also has another very important building to his credit which he designed. The building exists even today and it's very, very iconic. Okay, extremely iconic in its design and everybody knows it. Any guesses? The building is in South Bombay. Okay, it's the Taj Mahal Palace Hotel. Okay, so he is also the designer for the Taj Mahal Palace Hotel. Now, the third thing I wanted to see is something, so wait, before you turn around. It's something over there which you and I will never ever see in our lifetimes. Okay, so turn around and spot it. Yes, sir.
Construction cost lower than...
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Look at the estimate as sanctioned is 11,88,082. The actual cost is 11,19,969. I can give you my utmost guarantee that you will never ever see this happen in your lifetime again. Right? But those were the times that the city has actually seen and experienced. Now, these beautiful lions over here, these are Venetian lions and they are here as a symbolism, as protectors of the city. But if you see these lions, there is a certain uniqueness about them. The lion's got its front feet as the feet of the lion, it's got the wings of a dragon and it's got the tail of a serpent. The reason is this, because the founding fathers of this city had their vision that Bombay should rule over land, air and sea. Okay? So if I'm sure wherever the founding fathers are today, God bless them, they would be very, very proud of the city that they built, because Bombay today is the commercial capital of the country. It's the premier city in the world, and it rules over land, air and sea. Okay? The first BMC office was not here. The first BMC office was actually in Girgaon. From there it moves to Apollo Bandar. From Apollo Bandar, it moves to Kala Ghoda. So I have a very old picture, okay, of the office. If you see, this side is the David Sassoon Library, which stands even today. On the other side is the Watson Hotel, which is about to collapse. In the middle is West Side, right? But much before West Side came up over there was this building, which was the BMC office. And it's after the building got pulled down that the BMC office then moved up to this particular location. Now, if you see the BMC plot, this plot over here is actually a V-shaped plot, right? See this, the V-shaped plot, and it's a little bit of it's a tricky plot because you've got two very important arterial roads connecting the V. So you've got this road which goes right up to Crawford Market, this one goes to Metro Theatre, and the V culminates over here. Now, if you looked at the architectural style at that time, typically you'd have a garden and then the building. So look at the CST station, it's a garden, then the building. Look at Bombay University, look at High Court, look at Rajabai Towers. Very similar styles of architecture. This building, obviously, when F.W. Stevens was designing this building, he said that, well, if he's going to have a garden and then the building, it's not going to occupy all the administrative staff that the city needed at that point in time. But I've said this in the past and in several times during this walk, that he was a master architect. So he then got the garden in the center of the building, right? And he builds the building around the garden. So the garden does stay, right? But the building then comes up on the V side on around the garden. Now, this particular part, okay, where my finger is pointing, right, is a new building. It came up only in 1924, which is this part. This building comes up much later after F.W. Stevens designed this building, and the building was already up. This building comes up much later, and I'll tell you why it comes up later when we get to the first floor, right? So we'll keep that story aside. Now, if you look at this shaft going right on top, okay, is the shaft for the lift, okay? The BMC building was the first public building to get full electricity at that time. The first private building to get full electricity was the Taj Mahal Palace, right? Now, at that time, the electricity wasn't enough to run a full elevator because it does take power. This elevator used to run on the force of water. It was a hydraulic lift, right? And just for my young friends, essentially hydraulic power is power which is generated from the force of water. This is a hydraulic lift. And as we go along in the tour, I will take you to a place where the source of water actually exists. Right? The water doesn't exist any longer, but the source continuously obviously be there. Now, we're going to walk up this corridor. Okay, we're going to make two very close friends, BJP and Shiv Sena. They're right up over there. They have their offices, connected to the hip. I don't know for how long, but anyway, we'll then walk up to the first floor to the council hall and we'll continue the story. Right? So come along. One from an architectural perspective, you see, look at this staircase. This staircase is actually a cantilever staircase. Now, what's a cantilever staircase? This staircase has no support at the bottom. Look at it. There is absolutely no support at the bottom. This entire staircase is fixed inside the wall. Okay? And this was signature style of Sitaram Khanderao here. When he constructed building, it was his signature style. So even if you go to the Taj Mahal Palace Hotel today and if you're climbing up to the ballroom, that staircase is also a cantilever staircase attached only to the wall. nothing below it. Part of design by Now, lastly, we entered from gate number 2, which is the gate which is for people like you and me. Even the municipal commissioner Iqbal Singh Chahal uses that particular gate. But this gate is special because this is a gate only used by the mayor and the operators. Okay, only their car can come here in this foyer. They can then climb up and walk up straight to the council hall, which is where we're going to go right now. So come along with me and we'll take a little pit stop over there and spend some time in the council hall. Let's come. Was made for 80 people because the city of Mumbai or Bombay at that point was only up till Mahi, right? So because of which the council hall was done on this side. Now the head table was originally where Mahatma Gandhi's statue is right now. Okay, so council members would sit in that direction, and this was the viewing gallery where people would then, administrative staff, guests, media, would come up over there, take notes, maybe some discussions are happening, so on and so forth. Those could get recorded from there. But as the city grew in size, okay, they rearranged the seating arrangement, and the head table from there moved here, okay, and council members would sit on this side, and therefore the viewing gallery comes up over here, right, so that people could continue to see. But finally, I guess, just to make this more optimal usage of space, is when the head table came up over here and council members, because obviously now, because of the media and because of technology, you really don't need to sit and have somebody take notes. Most of it is actually recorded. So the use really of the viewing gallery was therefore limited. Okay, so मेहरबान साहिबान कदरदान का दिल थाम के बैठिए, आप नीचे देखिए, okay? Now ये जो tiles आप देख रहे हो, these tiles that you see are original Minton tiles. They were imported from England, okay, when this building was made, right? Now, look up. If you see the ceiling, okay, and you see a very intricate design on the edges of the four walls. What you see is not gold paint, it's actual gold. Okay, it is actual gold. Okay, this is what you call as gold gilding. What is gold gilding? You have a very thin sheet of gold which is then placed on top of the design. But this is actual gold that you see on top of there. Right? Now, on these circular pillars you will see these heads, okay? These heads also represent the communities of the city, and they are all unique heads, they are all individual heads. They represent the communities of the city which contribute to the growth of the city. If you go to the Rajabai Towers, there are 24 statues, each unique, representing the people and the communities which were prevailing at that point in the city. I just got one distinct picture, but the next time you go to Rajabai Towers, do make it a point to just look up and you will see those 24 different statues. Right? Now, a little bit of trivia. So, the chair you see here, the position of this chair is a placeholder chair, is where the mayor's chair is comes, right? But there is a unique distinction given to the mayor and it's an honor, protocol, think of what you want to think. But the mayor has a chair which travels with the mayor from room to room. So when the mayor goes from room A to room B to room C to room D, the chair travels with the mayor. The chair actually has wheels below it, and I will show you the chair. Right? The chair actually has wheels below it, and the chair then travels. Is only a part of its culture or protocol or whatever else, but that's the tradition that gets followed here at the council hall. This is not the chair. You will go and see the chair. This chair is essentially here for placeholder places. He insisted that this building comes up and the mayor's office comes up here. This continues to be the mayor's office since then. Current last year also set up. You can see the slope that largely follows the